All people have natural qualities and talents, and only by developing them you can achieve success and prove yourself. Persistent regular work, struggle with laziness, and love for the chosen occupation help to develop and really reveal the potential of a person. In this episode, you will witness the abilities of people who were captured by hidden cameras. The process of creating this sculpture may seem a little strange, but the final result is something impressive. Amaury Guichon became famous all over the world thanks to his unusual chocolate products. In one of his recent videos, you can watch the process of creating a huge chocolate leopard. The man seems to have found a branch of contemporary art in which he can create real masterpieces. The Japanese artist has become popular due to her ability to turn melted chocolate into impressive portraits using only her fingers. This guy is a master of special effects. Just imagine what school projects he does together with his son. Even the simplest tricks with cards are fascinating, and all thanks to skillful and precise hand movements. Blindness did not stop his aspirations. He managed to overcome fear and pain after each fall and implement such a trick on a skateboard. The experience and skill of a paraglider pilot is best manifested not even in the flight itself, but in the ability to land gracefully. This man is definitely not a beginner in shooting. He demonstrated amazing accuracy so that even an employee of the shooting range was not afraid to hang balls in parallel with his shooting. Row skipping is not just child's play and boring jumping rope, and the opportunity to improve physical fitness and perform various tricks. This guy knows exactly how to be the center of attention. At street performances, you can see a variety of people who inspire with their talents. Operators of heavy machinery can also do the job carefully and gently. It all depends on the desire and skill. With the help of the hand shadow theater, you can show not only individual figures, but also whole stories. Billiards is a serious game with tournaments, and you can also play and train exclusively for entertainment.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
Performing such an exercise, you need not only self-confidence and good physical fitness, but also the opportunity to assess the situation and stop in time. It turns out that rope skipping is not just child's play, but an effective physical exercise with a rope. Having mastered jumping well, you can create magic shows. She is clearly not an amateur in basketball. No wonder her training is so interesting to watch. No one expected that the ball would hit the basket, and yet life is unpredictable. Star Wars fans were definitely expecting to see Darth Vader and not a nice girl. Did you know that there are interactive simulators and even keyboard typing speed competitions? Time on the treadmill can pass too slowly if you don't find yourself a more difficult and exciting task. Sports can be a great option for spending time together. It allows you not only to get closer to your partner, but also to support and enjoy each other's successes. This is one of the options for how to develop coordination of movements and concentration of attention. Of course, this is not their first attempt, but the main thing is that they did not give up and still implemented this idea. Even the simplest tricks on a skateboard seem to be something unimaginable for those who have never ridden, and in slow motion, they look even more spectacular. Some people, wherever they are, find an opportunity to realize their creative potential and ideas. Why not warm up right during a football game? With a little more practice, he will be able to teach others such tricks.
If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it.
Diligent and regular exercises in the gym definitely gave an amazing result. Vasilisa Maslova is a prize winner in international roller sports competitions and a champion in freestyle slalom. At competitions, she always shows the most complex technical series on tracks of various lengths with cones. Every sport is beautiful in its own way. Looking at this girl on roller skates brings real aesthetic pleasure. Do you also think that such a level of simultaneous and consistent execution of movements is simply unrealistic to achieve? Tokyo students show a very well-coordinated game, which is more like an exciting performance. At first it may seem clumsy, but in fact, it's part of a cool trick. It is a pleasure to watch this process. Balancing stones is not just a hobby, but a whole art that requires endurance and patience. The stones are arranged in such a way that at first glance, it seems absolutely impossible. The development of artificial intelligence and technology has led to the fact that robots are increasingly being taught to dance. In this case, a person performs an extraordinary dance with the most realistic imitation of their movements. Rope skipping is good because monotonous jumps can be varied, and you can create an active and spectacular activity for yourself. It is obvious that exercises with a roller for the abs are his favorite. Thanks to them, he strengthened the muscles of the abs and the lower back. It wasn't just a backflip, but also a handstand, while being on the most unstable surface. Undoubtedly, his mastery of the body and sense of balance are at a very high level. Having mastered the board control technique, even novice surfers can feel the charm of this sport. Anyone can play ping pong with a partner, and in order to train alone, you need to apply imagination.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
He is definitely a master of games related to balancing and coordination. Maybe it was just luck, but most likely he knew exactly what he was doing. This game is not as simple as it seems. Few people can boast of at least approximately the same good result as this man. This girl amazes with her stretch and flexibility. She can lift her leg 260 degrees. This boy does not need the mentoring of a coach in order to impress others. At first it seems that there is no need to apply much effort here, but looking into the depths, it becomes clear that such a pyramid is not easy to build. Experience gives you the opportunity to come up with your own tricks to do the job. Without confidence riding on the board, it is impossible to learn tricks that look very impressive at the proper level of a skateboarder. Surely, a ball for a girl is a special attribute without which she cannot imagine her life. It is unlikely that she is in zero gravity, so she has amazingly strong hands. Any feature can be turned into a virtue. This young man even perfected and found an unusual use of his talent. Seals can not only be playful, but also quite capable of helping people clean up in their relaxed manner. Soon, the girls will no longer have to worry that they appeared at the event in the same dress as anyone else present. Many people underestimate badminton. Meanwhile, it's a dynamic sport that has health benefits and develops dexterity and concentration. Falcons are very fond of freedom of action, but they can also be tamed. Look how clearly and gracefully he flew between the girls. This barista who really loves his job is happy to decorate each cup with a beautiful pattern. Such a drink will definitely cheer up the visitors. A real artist will find a use for his talent even in the most unusual places. Mimi Choi is a makeup artist who creates surreal optical illusions using her own face as a canvas. Most of her works are admired, but there are also very frightening paintings. Surfer girls attract attention not only for their attractiveness and toned bodies, they can easily give odds to men and impress with their strong-willed character and hard work. Flyboard shows are becoming more popular and more spectacular. This is an extreme and beautiful water-air performance with elements of acrobatics, lasers, pyrotechnics, and fireworks. Surely they themselves enjoy this bright show. Simple yet refined movements create a real masterpiece.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.